Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Papaw's place. Guys, today is time to make my selection on what rooster I'm keeping for this year, and I got 3. Actually, I done made my choice and put the other one in the pen. But I had 4 roosters to choose from. And these are the American breast chickens, and I'm going to show y'all one of the best looking chickens, the biggest rooster, why he got cold. Now this rooster right here was the biggest rooster. Ain't none of them got the breast that I'd like to feel on them. But this right here is the reason I'm calling him. Y'all see that black feather? One black feather. That one black feather right there is why this rooster's getting cold. That's coming from some of his background breeding, and I don't want that to start showing back up. So he could have been the perfect bird, even if he was the right size, everything was dead on, this would have got him cold. I don't want that breeding into my stock. It was a hard choice between this one in the middle and the one I kept. And the one I kept, actually a little smaller bird, but I just like the way his comb looks a little better than this one. None of these have no white in their earlobes, but I do have one rooster in my other pen that has a little white in his earlobe. So that's what we're moving forward with right here. I'm making a quick little video here because I'm testing out a new camera I got to see how it's going to do. And it probably ain't doing very good right now voice-wise because the wind is hitting it. But let's go over here and see if we can do something with these chickens. I'll show y'all what I got going on. Now that's just my holding pen till I come back out here and get them to butcher them. I ain't got but one rabbit left, and I turned him loose about 2 months ago, and he just runs around here like a little pet dog. But my first pen right here is my old ladies. Got 4 old ladies. And the rooster had done tore their backs up, so I gave them a break a few months ago and put them 4 in here by themselves just to lay eggs, because them 4 will be getting weeded out going into the spring of next year, or maybe sometime this winter when they stop laying. The next pen, I got 3 hens, and one of the roosters I just selected out of them I was showing y'all. And they already laying. They've been laying for about 3 weeks now. Now I didn't look at my notes and get the age on all these chickens. But the ones down there on the end is where the roosters come from, and it's 6 hens. Of course, them hens, they ain't laying yet. I'm gonna guess, I'll put it in the screen, but I'm guessing they're around 16, 18 weeks old right now. Probably more 18 than maybe 20 weeks old. But I'll put it in the screen. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all. But that rooster down there on the end, he's my biggest rooster. And he's the same age, and he has a little white in his ears. Yeah, old Fred, I'm talking about you. I ain't actually named these roosters yet. But them hens down there on the end is what'll be replacing my hens down here, the old ladies. I don't believe in keeping hens over 3 years at the tops, because once they get 2.5 years old, they start slowing down on their egg production. If I'm gonna feed them, I want them to be laying eggs. Now that hen right there, that ain't black feathers on it. That hen's got something black on it from that stuff in that pen over there. tangled up on his feathers. I need to get in there and get that off of her. But as y'all can see, this is how I raise my chickens, and I've always raised them like this. It's basically in an enclosed dog pen. Then I got them a little wind block hutch. It ain't no totally enclosed with the roosting bars on it. And this is how I raise chickens all of my life. I ain't never had no hen house. Now the closest contraption I got to a hen house is this one on this end of the pen, which as you can see, it's built out of old dog pen. Put a top on it, and they go in there, come out of that pen and go in there and roost. So I've got a lot of questions over my YouTubing years for the last 5 years of why I don't have hen houses. Well, to me, hen houses was back in the day when their chickens run wild. They free ranged. So you needed a hen house, so they all went in at night. You shut the door on them, that way the fox and the coons and the coyotes or whatever wouldn't kill your chickens. If you're raising chickens like I am, I don't free range them, or if I do, it's just during the day when I'm here. And that very seldom happens because I'm always too busy to fool with it. But if you got them in an enclosed pen with an enclosed top, they don't need a hen house. They just need something in the winter to get out of the rain and block the cold wind from the north. And that's basically how I got my little setup here. It's just made out of trash, I know that, but it's worked all of my life. But that's my opinion on hen houses. You only need a hen house if your chickens is free ranging, or if you got them in a pen and your whole pen, the top ain't covered, then yeah, something can get in there, so they need something they can be locked up in at night. So mine is pretty, so far I haven't had no critters get in it. Now I've had a couple of possums kill them when they real little, so they get them stirred up. A possum or a coon will reach through here and grab one when he comes close to the fence. And he'll try to pull him through the fence. If he can't, he'll sit there and eat it all he can through the edge of the wire. That's the only problems I've ever had, and most of the time that was my fault for putting them in here too young, taking them out of the brooder pens, putting them in here too young, and that happened. But anyway, that's my opinion on why I don't have hen houses. Now right out there, I got a round pen built out of a trampoline raised up in the air. That was my grow out pen when I was actually hatching out more chickens and raising. I built me a little grow out pen out there, so once I coiled the first culling, I put them out there to just raise them until they got age enough to butcher. The fall gardening is coming along. Got some stuff planted, got some stuff starting to come up. I know y'all showing y'all this through the fence. That there spinach starting to come up. There's my fall tomatoes that I consider my fall planted tomatoes. But then that's my tomatoes that's left over, indeterminate tomatoes that I just leave and they just keep producing. Look at the tomatoes on there. Several tomatoes on each one. And it's just now starting to cool off where they're finna start making more blooms and making more tomatoes. Y'all can see some little tomatoes right here. New thing of squash coming on. Got some stuff planted coming up. I'm gonna do a garden update here in probably about the middle of September. There's old Jason. Come here, Jason. You gonna watch this? There's old Jason done come out this morning, guys. He gonna help us pluck these chickens. Come here, man. Come here. Come on. Guys, that rabbit's been out for 2 months. He just hangs around the house. And there's your pretty clean plucked chicken. Now the first one I did, I got the water a little too hot and it was busting the skin some. But you want your water somewhere around 150 degrees, 150 to 155. That's how good a homemade plucker will work. Like I said, the first one, my water was a little too hot. Second two, that's just how fast they pluck, guys. So go check out the other videos. And if you're wondering what I'm going to do with the one that the skin was coming off of, I go on and pull the skin off of it. I quarter that chicken out, bone out its breast meat, and we just have skinless meat on that one. Everything's set up. It's time for me to butcher these chickens. I'm not going to show that again because I've showed that on 2 or 3 different videos of me using my homemade plucker here. Y'all can go back and look in my video list and find it if you want to see this. I got a video on building it and using it, and it really works great. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. God bless. See y'all on the next one.